Doubles and coffee. If every citizen is not sick and tired of the PNM mass media spewing lies, untruths, and trying to dictate the way the masses think, then something is wrong with us. Today's headline in the Express of expressing PNM opinion is Spiteful Kamla. Because she didn't select Rushton Parry, she selected a younger UNC qualified individual to represent Mayaro. Because she went through a screening process, she didn't select Rushton Parry. Rushton Parry made a play for power. Rushton Parry wanted to lead the United National Congress. Rushton Parry and his team made their claim, talked to the people, told them what they believed and what they would do, and the people rejected Rushton Parry and his team in a democratic competitive process. A screening process takes place and Kamla Persad-Bissessar goes in a new direction. The Express says that Kamla is spiteful, while the PNM does not do any democratic process. Rowley bullies 9-11 to make it 21-0, threatens, they call that negotiation. Why they don't go and ask Foster Cummings what was his negotiation? Why they don't go and ask Adrian Leons what was their negotiation? Rowley and Stuart Richard Young are so spiteful and disgusting. Rowley, talking in the 69th anniversary of the PNM, could not even shake Penelope Beckel's hand. Vindictive, malicious, arrogant, wicked Rowley. He walked straight past Jennifer Baptiste Primus after shaking every other hand. Rowley, who fired Robert LaHunt because Robert LaHunt in cabinet said Stuart Richard Young is obnoxious and his policies and his statements to the USA and to the citizens is untenable. Rowley, who victimized every single person. The PNM, who ensured that CPEP workers and URP workers get on a maxi. Some of them so bright, which is very good citizens. They signed the book to get on the maxi. And when the maxi parked close to Woodford Square, them went City Gate and went back home because Woodford Square was empty. Rowley, who victimized and disrespect and denigrate Tobago because Tobagonians rejected Rowley, Richard Young and the PNM out of hand. 14-1. He waged war on the entire island of Tobago. Rowley, who went to open a piece of thing that only mosquito could land in, not an airport, not a gas in a plane, not a passenger, but disrespect the chief secretary and puts the chief secretary to sit down, not putting the chief secretary of the Tobago House of Assembly on the program of opening an airport terminal in Tobago for Tobago. And the Express has the audacity to say that Kamla is vindictive, Kamla is malicious. What abject, total lies and nonsense. Keith Christopher Rowley that carries on a policy of discrimination and oppression of areas that do not vote for the PNM. Geographic discrimination to corporations, attacks, lack of releases, smaller budgets, what's the supper people. And the Express says Kamla Persad-Bissessar as Prime Minister, who shows love and care through her policies, her decisions, care for single mothers, care for poverty eradication, job creation, grants for the differently able, sports camps, culture, increase in everything in education for the people, that she is malicious or vindictive because she didn't select Rushton Parry. Rushton Parry is not the be-all and end-all of anything in politics. You make your decision. The leader, whoever the leader is allowed to choose who they want and who they believe will carry out their policies. Rushton Parry made it clear that he don't like Kamla policies. He don't like what Kamla stands for whatever reason. So what abject, total lies, nonsense, and concoction is the Express coming with? If you don't believe in a leader's policies, you want to be in a cabinet. A cabinet has total responsibility. There is, when a decision is taken, everything must be in unison. You must be able to argue your point. And when cabinet makes a decision, you stand by it. You need people who believe in your policy. So Kamla believes in creating jobs. Kamla believes in spending money on the poor. Kamla believes in better roads. Kamla believes in getting the water into your houses 24/7, back up to 74% where she left it, and then going higher. Kamla believes in energy sector reform and renegotiation of gas price with upstreamers to encourage point leasers. Kamla believes in diversification of the economy. Kamla believes in guarding our borders, keeping us safe. Kamla believes in the USA, Canada, and the European Union. Kamla believes that we must not uphold a dictatorial, narco-terrorist, tyrannical oppressor who encouraged 8 million citizens to leave Venezuela. Kamla believes in sport, culture, opportunity. Kamla believes in safety, security, and the children. Kamla believes in taking the people's money and giving it to the people, not weaning the people off the money. So if Parry doesn't believe in Kamla and her policies, if Parry did not believe in Israel can over Kangaloo, and he went and mash up his ballot and disrespect the leader, if Parry believes that when the leader of the UNC is giving and contributing and rebutting the budget against the PNM, that he and his team must walk in 53 minutes after to show the country in full glare of the media the disrespect for the leader, then let Parry go his way. What you talking about vindictive and no vindictive? Parry is the one who say he don't agree with Kamla policies. He don't agree with the way that she will rule cabinet, that she will make decisions to wean the government off the people money, to stop recusals. Parry say he don't agree with that. He don't agree with all the constituency executives that have been working hard for the last 2.5 years, hard against the PNM, at attacking the PNM for their malicious policies, while Parry and his team attacking all the UNC soldiers, left, right, in between, outside, inside, and around. PNM clapping Parry. So good for Parry. He was not selected. He screened, got a fair shot, and someone else was chosen. What if a seat belongs to somebody? Seats don't belong to anybody. And if you're only interested in what is there for you, then something is wrong with you. In the UNC, we're not about self. It don't matter what position any one person gets. We believe that Kamla Prasad Bisesa, the manifesto of the UNC, the policies that will be implemented would help the masses of citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. So it's irrelevant what seat we get, whether we get seat, we don't get seat, we get position or don't get position, is irrelevant. Anybody who gets vexed because they didn't get a specific seat, you are not a UNC, because UNC is for everyone. When UNC wins, everyone wins. It's not about any one person, but so to the people in the Express, the Guardian, and the PNM media, you all are sick. You all need help. You all are the most corrupt media in the Caribbean, and it must stop. But thank the Lord for social media. Thank the Lord that the truth could get through, because the nastiness, you watch Stuart Richard Young, a man who bully. Richard Young now bully an old man to come out and lie about an incident before in the face of 5, 6, 7, 40 witnesses. And all you don't find that wicked and malicious and dictatorial and disgusting. You all don't find that. You all come to attack Kamla Express newspaper to all citizens. Do not buy the Express. Do not buy the Guardian. Get your information from elsewhere. Get truth. The PNM come to take away old people pension if they have a little 25,000 savings. Express, you all don't find that malicious and wicked and vindictive and nasty and oppressive and bullying. Where your headlines? Where your headlines from back in the day when Rowley was caught lying with Emailgate? Why you didn't put Rowley a lie, disgusting lies? When Stuart Richard Young lied about Delcy Rodriguez during COVID, coming here to talk about COVID and vaccination and package and hamper, when it was PDVSA and it was oil and it was Dragon, and he went to the Senate 8 years later and admitted that it was energy issues when Delcy came here with a sanctioned jet while citizens couldn't get in to see their loved ones, to take care of the elderly and so on. Why all they didn't print Stuart Richard Young lie that if wicked, malicious, oppressive Express, PNM media, the people are onto you. On the ground, you feel the energy. In the meetings, you feel the energy. That the people like the policies of the UNC. The Labour likes the policies of the UNC. To disrespect Labour about 001, nonsense. They fed up of that. All Labour, whether it is police, army, fire, TT Post, port workers, PSA, all across the board, OWTU, they fed up of the vindictive, wicked, oppressive policies of the PNM, of Keith Rowley, Nyeng Nyeng Man, and Stuart Richard Young, Nyeng Nyeng Man. They fed up of that. So you could try to attack Kamla. The people know Kamla is love. Kamla is care. Kamla is about people. Kamla is uplifting. Kamla gives opportunity. So all you citizens there, I'm fed up of this Express and Guardian nonsense, the lies and the disgusting thing. Why Express? Why I don't tell Stuart Young? He's not the leader of the PNM. In St. Joseph, you're only saying, you have a leader who could walk and he's strong and he's like in gym. He's not the leader of the PNM. He's the chairman of the PNM. Rowley's the leader of the PNM. But you all allow lies to go along with the PNM. But the people are onto your lies. The PNM is being rejected across the board. When them have a meeting, one, people don't want to go. Two, it's like a wake, no energy, and nobody believes the lies of Stuart Richard Young. So understand this. Kamla had an election. People made the play. They tried to tell people what they would do. The people rejected that slate, rejected it out of hand. So we move on with who the people selected. The voice of the people is the voice of God. And if you don't want to go the voice of God, please be free to go elsewhere. Go to the voice of the devil. Go to the voice of Obia. Go to the voice of oppression. Look, Larry Lala comfortable over there. Go join Lala. Lala Le. Lala Lala. Bless.